OutDaughtered. Danielle Busby faced death risk during pregnancy from doctors. You will not survive this. The story of Danielle Busby from OutDaughtered is nothing short of miraculous. The mother of 6, who rose to fame after giving birth to the only all-female set of quintuplets in the United States, has always been open about her struggles with health, motherhood, and the challenges of raising such a large family. Yet, one of the most shocking truths about her journey is the life-threatening risk she faced during her pregnancy. Doctors were brutally honest with her at the time, warning that her condition was so severe that survival was far from guaranteed. The harrowing reality of Danielle's pregnancy has come back into the spotlight as fans continue to look deeper into her health journey and the moments that shaped her as a mother. Behind the bright smiles and family adventures seen on TLC, Danielle once stood on the brink of death. Her story remains a chilling reminder of the risks some women endure to bring life into the world. The beginning of a rare journey. Danielle Busby and her husband Adam were already parents to their eldest daughter, Blake, before deciding to grow their family further. However, their fertility struggles quickly became apparent. The couple had difficulty conceiving naturally and turned to medical help. Treatments eventually led to the pregnancy that would forever change their lives, the pregnancy with the quintuplets. From the very beginning, Danielle's pregnancy was labeled high risk. Carrying one child can be challenging. Carrying 5 at once brings risks beyond imagination. Multiple pregnancies strain the body, increase complications, and heighten the chance of premature labor. Doctors were cautious, but even with constant monitoring, Danielle's case pushed the boundaries of medical expertise. The grim warnings from doctors. When Danielle learned she was pregnant with quintuplets, the excitement was mixed with fear. Almost immediately, medical experts began preparing her for the worst. She was warned that the pregnancy would test every part of her physical endurance and that survival was not guaranteed. The doctors delivered the crushing statement, "You will not survive this if things go wrong." The words echoed in Danielle's mind as she attempted to stay positive. Every doctor's appointment reminded her that she was walking a tightrope between life and death. The risk was not only to her, but also to the lives of the 5 babies she carried. For Danielle, the warnings were terrifying. She had to face the reality that her daughter's futures depended on her survival, and that every day of carrying them was a battle. The physical toll of carrying 5 lives. As her pregnancy progressed, Danielle's body underwent unimaginable stress. Her belly grew at an extraordinary rate, stretching beyond what most women could imagine. She experienced exhaustion, pain, and the constant fear of medical emergencies. Each week brought a new round of checkups, scans, and adjustments to ensure she and her babies were stable. Carrying quintuplets put her at risk for numerous conditions, including preeclampsia, gestational diabetes, extreme preterm labor, and cardiovascular strain. The pressure on her internal organs and her heart was so severe that her doctors closely monitored her around the clock. Even walking or doing small activities became a monumental task. The stress of knowing that her condition could deteriorate at any moment weighed heavily on Danielle and Adam. Yet, her determination to bring the babies safely into the world never wavered. Emotional turmoil behind closed doors. While fans often see the Busbys as a cheerful, faith-driven family, the emotional toll of this pregnancy was enormous. Danielle later admitted that she felt constant fear. Every small pain sparked anxiety. Was it normal pregnancy discomfort or a sign of something catastrophic? Adam, too, carried the burden of knowing that he could lose his wife and children in one tragic outcome. The couple leaned heavily on each other for strength, yet the weight of uncertainty was crushing. They had to balance preparing for the birth of 5 children with the haunting knowledge that Danielle's survival was not assured. Despite the terrifying odds, Danielle's resolve remained unwavering. Her courage became a defining part of her journey. A miracle birth. When the time came for delivery, the stakes could not have been higher. Danielle's pregnancy had already stretched far longer than many doctors believed possible with quintuplets. Still, the risk of complications during delivery was immense. The operating room was prepared for the worst-case scenarios. Teams of doctors and nurses stood ready for both Danielle and the 5 babies. Each infant would need immediate medical attention, and Danielle's body faced the potential collapse under the stress of surgery and blood loss. The birth, however, turned out to be a miraculous success. Danielle survived the ordeal, and all 5 girls, Ava, Olivia, Hazel, Riley, and Parker, were delivered safely. While premature, they were healthy enough to grow stronger under medical care. The relief was indescribable. Against the odds, Danielle and her babies had survived what doctors had warned might end in tragedy. Life after the risk. Even after the birth, Danielle's health remained under watch. Recovery from such an intense pregnancy and surgical delivery was not easy. She faced fatigue, hormonal changes, and the physical aftermath of carrying quintuplets. On top of that, she was now responsible for nurturing 5 newborns, along with her eldest daughter. For most mothers, postpartum recovery is challenging. For Danielle, it was almost impossible to prioritize her own healing while managing the demands of 6 children. Yet, her resilience shone through once again. With Adam's support and a strict medical plan, she gradually regained her strength. Reflecting on the past. Over the years, Danielle has looked back on her pregnancy with awe and gratitude. She has often spoken about how close she came to losing her life and how those moments reshaped her perspective. The phrase, "you will not survive this," haunted her throughout her pregnancy, but ultimately became a symbol of her triumph. Her story continues to inspire mothers who face high-risk pregnancies and health challenges. Danielle has become a figure of strength, showing that even in the darkest moments, hope and determination can lead to miracles. The ongoing health battles. While Danielle survived the terrifying pregnancy, her health has remained a concern over the years. She has faced ongoing medical issues that have left fans worried. Mysterious illnesses, fatigue, and hospital visits have been part of her journey, reminding everyone that the toll of her pregnancy still lingers. Doctors continue to monitor her heart and other organs for potential long-term effects of carrying quintuplets. Danielle has been transparent about her health struggles, sharing updates with her fans while continuing to remain strong for her daughters. Her openness has allowed many women to relate to her experiences, particularly those who have also battled complications during and after pregnancy.